Hey guys, yeah, still like this, no camera this week, or this video, I'm still working to try and figure that one out. So, basically today we're covering the Texans, the Colts, and the Jaguars. Now, the Houston Texans, as I'll explain when I talk about the jersey, I absolutely had a blast. It was amazing. Um, some of the most fun I ever had designing a jersey, and like I said, with when I was discussing in the NHL, when I was discussing the Washington Capitals, um, I actually ended up stealing one of the designs from my design of the Houston Texans. So I had a lot of fun with this one. So you'll see it there. The Colts, I went simple and beautiful, as I'll say, and for the Jags, it was, let's just say, different than I think they would ever go, or very similar depending on how. Honestly, it's kind of weird. It's different than any jersey design I've ever seen for them, but very similar in the fact that I use their colors and their setup and whatnot. Of course, either way, let's just get right into it so I can stop blathering on. Okay, here we are with the Houston Texans. Um, and like I was just saying in my intro, and I said in my NHL breakdown of Washington, this is the team I took from. And as you can see, for very obvious reasons, this is a absolutely fantastic jersey. Even if you didn't get a number on it, like it looks great. Just the way the star fits on the jersey. It's like a 50-50 split kind of with how much the space the star takes up. And just the way everything works on this jersey, the colors are absolutely fantastic. The only thing I could think that could even make this jersey better, honestly, is the Giants colors. Just a brighter blue, a brighter red, and then of course just white on that would look great. Um, Something similar to like the actual Texas flag, the actual colors of that, rather than these darker, more desaturated versions of it. But to be completely honest, the Texans here are one of my favorite redesigns I did. For the main reason that star is absolutely fantastic, the way it just fills the jersey, and the color split, especially on that dark jersey, that red color split with the white outline is absolutely fantastic. One of my favorite little minor details on this jersey is that it's one of few jerseys that actually ends up being monochrome with the logo. Usually the Texans logo is blue and red, as you can tell on the other sleeve. I used the actual logo, I didn't desaturate it. Um, but on the dark jersey, both are white, and it looks absolutely fantastic in my opinion. It stands out, um, and it looks fantastic and just pure white. It looks absolutely perfect in my opinion. The number sits perfectly on the jersey, even with the white background on the white jersey. There, it honestly doesn't even matter. You can still read the number pretty well. Even from far away, I can imagine this wouldn't be too hard to read. If it would be, we would just have to add probably a design or something into the number so that you can tell what it is. But absolutely, this jersey is beautiful. It's fantastic. Um, I'm absolutely in love with the dark one, and the white one is so bright, and like I know I say this for all the white jerseys, but it's striking. Um, how amazing a white football jersey looks. Unfortunately, they don't stay too white too long on the field, but absolutely beautiful. White jersey, the big blue star with the red outline, it absolutely works. Like I said, the numbers, I honestly don't even mind that it's a white number on a white jersey. Um, Mainly because on the front and the back, a good chunk of the number is actually on the star there, so it doesn't even really matter. The home jersey does, or the home jersey, the dark jersey, does actually hold the number a little better. The only place it gets a little hard to read on the dark jersey is in between the hole of the 9, where you can see the star going behind. But honestly, that's it. Um, Again, the Texans have some of the nicest colors in the league. The only change I maybe would have made was to make it a darker jersey or a brighter jersey with a more New York Giants, New York Rangers kind of color scheme with the brighter red and brighter blue. But honestly, let's just move on. And we have the Colts next, and I went incredibly simple with the Colts. Um, no particular reason. I just absolutely love this jersey, both of them, so much. So incredibly simple, but so incredibly beautiful. Especially that white one. Like I kind of really want that white one. Um, as you know, I'm kind of ridiculous when it comes to spending money on jerseys. With my growing collection. But basically, here we're looking at a very simple, very beautiful Colts jersey. Very nice, very hard selected number. I know it doesn't seem like that would be a very hard numbering system to fall back on, that nice blocky kind of stencil looking number, but it took a very long time and a lot of decision making to actually come up with this number or not this numbering font, not the actual number. Again, I literally just Googled the teams if I didn't know a player. Whoever I saw most on Google Images, that ended up being the player. But yeah, this font is absolutely perfect for the Colts. I know it's basically just a very blocky, very big, bold font, but it works so well. Something I'm noticing now that I would definitely change in the future is the collar on the dark jersey. I would definitely make that blue with a white outline rather than white with a blue outline. Because if you draw your attention over to the white jersey, it's basically all white except for that little accent stripe, the numbers and the striping on the arms there. I would do that. I would make it all blue except for the accent striping and the numbers. I think that would stand out so well. But yeah, drawing our attention to the sleeves. Something I'm noticing I should have done on the home jersey is make the Colts logo white rather than blue. It doesn't stand out all that well. You can tell it's there. And really that's the whole point of it, but maybe I should have made it white. It would have stood out a little more. So that's really the only change I would make aside from the collar on that jersey. And then I think the away jersey is absolutely perfect. I think I rated it a 10, so there's a little hint into your ranking video that I'm going to be putting out at the end of this redesign. And to be completely honest, that white jersey is maybe my favorite white jersey I designed. It's absolutely beautiful. I know it's basically just a t-shirt, but I mean, I'm a Patriots fan. If you've seen their new jersey that they started wearing this season, it's a white t-shirt with this weird triple stripe on the shoulder and a Patriots logo on the sleeve. Like, that's about it. It's an absolutely beautiful jersey, don't get me wrong. And I love seeing them wear it, but it's nothing special, and neither is this Colts jersey. It's nothing out there, nothing super special, but it's so beautiful that I'm absolutely in love with it. So let's just move on to the Jacksonville Jaguars. And this is what I said in my intro. It's different than anything really that they would ever do, but it's also along the same lines of something they have done and are I think are doing right now. Again, I completely forget at the time of recording this. I will probably go back and check because I'm actually kind of curious as to what they're wearing now. I thought they were wearing the teal, sea green, whatever color you want to consider that, as their main color right now, but I'm not too sure. But with the Jaguars, I think this is one of the only teams, if not the only team, using an italicized number system. So the 5 is just kind of crooked. It's using the italic. I think this jersey is absolutely fantastic. The black one in particular, the white one's alright, but the black one in particular, the way all the colors stand out, the black is very dominant. But the way that kind of teal, seafoam green kind of accent color that I have there fits on the sleeves, and then that angle on the sleeve follows down right into that side panel. And this is really where you can see that I figured out the side panel and height, because on pretty much every jersey after this, it's only about that high. I maybe move it up a little bit, but I'm not 100% certain on that. The way the logo sits on the arm there, how large it is, how dominant it is, it's absolutely beautiful. The orange Jaguars word mark is beautiful. And that 5, the blue, kind of tealish, surrounded by the orange, stands out very well, is very nice. The collar, the numbers on the shoulders, everything about this black jersey is beautiful. The white jersey, I maybe would have chosen black instead of orange as the accent color. And the only reason for that is it just doesn't really stand out as much on the white, the orange. So really, that's the only change I would make, and I'm not really opposed to that. And I absolutely had a blast designing this jersey. It was very fun to actually use that logo. And weirdly enough, I actually had to recolor the logo with the proper colors. I went on this site and I got the logo's hex colors. And when I imported the logo that I had downloaded onto my computer, it didn't match. It was like very desaturated. So I had to recolor the logo. And I can tell you from firsthand experience, a desaturated Jaguars logo versus a highly saturated and fully colored version, absolutely night and day. It is absolutely beautiful. One of my favorite logos in the NFL and probably sports, I would say. So let's move on to the outro, and we'll see you there. All right, so that was Jacksonville, and I really do appreciate you guys tuning in this week. Houston, like I said, was one of my favorite teams to absolutely design here. It was very high in my ranking, and it was ridiculously nice, at least to me. I don't know how you all feel about it. Let me know in the comments, of course. Indianapolis is actually the only team in the NFL I actually have something merchandise related, which is odd because I'm a Patriots fan. Yeah, so it's I have a little Indianapolis Colts hat. It's technically my mom's hat, but I wear it more often, and I kind of stole it. It's a really old Peyton Manning hat. So she cheers for the Broncos, like I said, in I believe in the Broncos episode. If not, here it is. And Peyton Manning was her favorite player, so we have that going. So she followed Peyton Manning from Indianapolis to Denver. But it's weird that I don't have anything Patriots, like a Patriots t-shirt or a hat or a sweatband or nothing. Just a Colts hat. Which I'm fine with. It's a beautiful hat. It's very old and kind of dirty right now, but like, hey, whatever. Yeah, I really do appreciate you guys tuning in. Next episode will be the Kansas City Chiefs, the LA Chargers, and the LA Rams. So we're getting a double dose of LA and the defending, I was going to say Stanley Cup, the defending Super Bowl champions. So I'm looking forward to this next episode. I hope you are as well. And until next time, have a great one, and stay positive.